You know how our digital lives are, right? They're cluttered. So many passwords, usernames, and 100 different accounts for 100 different things. And don't even get me started on our physical lives, with all the paper documents we absolutely cannot afford to lose. But what if there was a way to clean up both of those messes, all at once? Okay, let's dive into India's really ambitious solution for this.
I mean, seriously, who isn't? You've got your driver's license crammed in your wallet, your passport is tucked away in some drawer, your degree certificates are probably in a file somewhere collecting dust. And online? Oh, it's a total nightmare of forgotten passwords and click here to reset emails just to get access to the most basic services. This is the exact problem we're going to unpack in this explainer.
So, before we jump into the solution, let's really get a handle on the scale of this problem. Because it's more than just a little inconvenience. We're talking about a whole system that's just full of friction and honestly a lot of risk. Just think about it for a second. Losing your wallet? That could mean weeks of headaches trying to replace all your IDs. And every single time you need a new government service, whether it's for taxes or permits, it has always meant a brand new login to create and remember. And getting anything officially verified? Oh yeah, that usually meant taking a day off work just to stand in a queue, clutching a folder of photocopies. It's slow, it's inefficient, and it's not very secure at all. Okay, so how do you even begin to fix the paper problem? Well, you create a secure, official, digital wallet for it. Let's meet the first part of our solution. Say hello to DigiLocker. I mean, the name pretty much says it all, right? It's a digital locker for all your documents. The core idea is brilliantly simple. What if you could carry all of your official documents, totally verified and authentic, right there on your phone? Now, here's the crucial point. This is not just some app where you store photos of your documents. No. DigiLocker is a platform where the official issuers, we're talking about the tax department, your university, the vehicle registration authority, can push authentic, digitally signed documents directly into your personal account. It's basically the digital equivalent of getting a sealed, official envelope delivered straight to you. So what can you actually do with it? Well, you get a gigabyte of personal space up in the cloud. But more importantly, you can pull in those official documents directly from the source. Need your high school mark sheet? The education board can issue it straight to your locker. You can also upload your own scanned documents, and then you can share these verified e-documents with other agencies with just a click. The whole goal here? To make physical paper totally obsolete. Okay, so that handles all the document clutter. But what about that password nightmare we talked about? Well, that brings us to the second hero of our story. If DigiLocker is your digital wallet, this next service, it's like the single master key for all the doors you'll ever need to unlock. This is Meri Pehchan, which translates to My Identity, and its mission is right there in the name. It's a national single sign-on service. The idea is to give you one identity, just one login, for a whole universe of government services. So what exactly is a single sign-on, or SSO anyway? Well, it's a system that lets you use just one set of credentials, one username and one password to log into a ton of different independent software systems. You sign in once and you're in. That's it. No more trying to juggle dozens of different accounts. And the difference this makes is, well, it's pretty much night and day. Before, every single service needed its own account. That's a lot of passwords to remember. Or, let's be real, a lot of insecurely repeated passwords. With Meri Pehchan, it's one account, one password, and a super streamlined process to get to everything you need. And what's really cool is how flexible it is. You're not just locked into one way of signing in. As you can see from these actual login screens, you can use a classic username and password, or you can log in with your mobile number, or you can use other national IDs like your Aadhaar card, which is that unique biometric ID, or your PAN for taxes. It's all about creating one secure, central identity that you can use pretty much everywhere. So we have a digital wallet for our documents and a master key for our logins. The real magic, though, happens when you put them together. Let's see how these two powerful systems actually talk to each other to create a totally seamless experience. They communicate using something called APIs, and you can just think of them as super secure digital messengers. When one service needs info from another, an API delivers a request and brings back the response, all without you having to do a thing manually, and all while keeping your data encrypted and safe. Let's walk through a real-world example, okay? Imagine you're applying for a business permit online. You go to the website, you hit the login button, and instead of creating yet another new account, you just use your Meri Pehchan ID. Simple.
Then the application says it needs to verify your driving license. A little pop-up asks for your permission to access your DigiLocker. You click Allow, and boom, your officially verified digital driving license is sent straight from your locker to the permit website. No scanning, no uploading, no photocopies. It's all done in seconds. Now, this isn't just some niche product for a few people who are good with tech. We are talking about a massive national infrastructure project. So let's look at the numbers to really get a sense of the scale of this digital revolution. So even going back to July of 2019, DigiLocker already had almost 26 million registered users. Let that sink in for a moment. Nearly 26 million people had already opted into this whole ecosystem of paperless governance. And that was years ago. And the number of documents they had access to? Get this. By that same time, we're talking about over 3.5 billion. That's billion with a B, authentic, verifiable digital documents available in the system. The scale is just immense. And this chart just shows you how explosive that early growth really was. You can see it just rocketing from 1 billion to over 3.5 billion documents in just a couple of years. And believe me, this trend has only picked up speed since then, turning that initial wave of digital adoption into a permanent sea change in how citizen services get delivered. So when you boil it all down, why does this matter to you? The answer is actually pretty simple. It means convenience. Your most important documents are always with you, right on your phone. It means much better security because a verified digital document is way harder to fake than a photocopy. It saves an incredible amount of time by cutting out all that paperwork and all those physical visits. And maybe most importantly, it's about empowerment. You control who gets to see your data and when, all with a clear digital trail. Look, this massive digital infrastructure, a secure identity and a verifiable document wallet for every citizen, it's really just the foundation. It kind of makes you wonder, right? With these incredibly powerful tools in place, what kind of citizen services, what level of efficiency could we even imagine next? What does government even look like when paperwork is truly a thing of the past?